Hello again, Rebecca here, and welcome back to the Christmas Memories YouTube Inspiration Hop Day 3 Cup of Cheer, hosted on the Scrappy Inspiration YouTube and Instagram hops. So today the prompt is Cup of Cheer, and last year for Christmas my son gave me a Harry Potter coffee mug, so that's where I'm pulling my inspiration from, and my picture. I'm going to go ahead and take this cut apart sheet and fussy cut out a whole bunch of these little items that I will use on the layout. I do not make you watch me do all that because fussy cutting is just fussy cutting. Now some of the items I don't actually use on the layout, like this little bear I'll cut out, but I don't use him. I pull him aside and use him for a later, save him for a later layout. Because this was me and I did have on my Christmas jammies, which was just, some flannel pants and a shirt. That were pink and gray. I decided to use, I don't know if this is a deep charcoal or a navy, could go either way, but the stars on this background are pink, and then the pink flowered paper I felt matched just nicely. So that is me posing with my new Harry Potter coffee mug because I love coffee and I love all things Harry Potter and Sock Monkey. So pretty much every year my son gets me something Harry Potter or Sock Monkey-ish, and this year he got me a Harry Potter, this year in the picture on 2019 he got me a Harry Potter coffee mug and a Harry Potter pajamas. So I was super excited. I know I'm a dork, it's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Sponge Sugar Distress ink, my little mini cube, and I'm going to ink the edges. But first I've got to cut that out, and I just backed it in that burr paper because it was a lighter gray. I think it's really like a sky blue, like a stormy sky blue, but in this context, it's kind of looking gray, so it's fine. And I just go ahead and get the pink all messily on the edges here, just to add a little bit of something. And I just kind of keep going for it, and I'll go over it a couple times just to make sure, because it is a very pale pink, so I just wanted to make sure. Now right here, I'm going to go ahead and I wanted to make sure that I cut my little, the back, because I can cut those out too or use them. I want to make sure I didn't cut them the wrong way. I guess it really wouldn't have mattered because I cut through them. I am going to go ahead and really messily get this all edged up with that sponge sugar. And not so much Christmassy colors here. I'm normally a traditional scrapbooker with the, red, green, gold, silver, sometimes blue and white. But this collection that I'm using here, which I believe is the Simple Stories Winter Cottage. I could be wrong. I believe so. It had a lot of pinks and blues in it, and they were so pretty that I was like, you don't always have to use red and green for Christmas, Rebecca. So I do just go ahead and do that little, I think that's a 2x12, and I pop that on the layout and adhere my picture at a little angle right on the center of it. And then I'm going to pop out some of these chipboard pieces. I get some of the flowers, I get that cute little stocking, some sweaters, and then I do go through the embellishment packet that came with the collection, which I believe I got at Peachy Cheap. And that is the fireplace that I cut out. And I'm going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to, because there was already the stockings hung by the fireplace there, but I'm just going to jazz it up a bit. And I did cut it so that I wanted the garland at the top of the fireplace to stand out as a backing for the garland on the chipboard piece. So I just cut it to make it work. And I just cover up the stockings with the wood chip stockings. I thought it was fun, added way, just a little added dimension to my embellishments. I'm going to go ahead and tape those pieces down because, well, let's be honest, it's chipboard and it wasn't going to stay. I'm going to go ahead and adhere it. And it is going to sit at the top of my layout up there. And then I do just come in roughly and get some of those edges inked as well with the pink, just very messily. And that is where it's going to go. I did toy with the idea of the fireplace being down low, but I'm okay with it. Now I fussy cut out some sweaters, and I also pulled all of the, you're going to see here, I'm going to pull out the sweaters and everything from the sticker sheet, the 12x12 sticker sheet, the ephemera packet, and the chipboard sheet that has to do with sweaters and such, just because they're like cutesy sweaters, and I can't think of a layout that I would actually ever use those on, so I do pull those out, and then I come back later and pull out all the coffee cups as well. So my idea is just to line these little guys up around the picture, and I was thinking about using some more of the stockings, but they get tossed back into the little ephemera area there and all the little warm things. I am going to go ahead and I was trying to use the bear too, but it just doesn't work. So I'm going to add some of those really pretty poinsettias, which I don't really think they're poinsettias, but I'm calling them poinsettias. And then I go back in and I'm like, I know there was some more flowers in here. And that's when I see the coffee cup, and I realize that eventually I need to pull those in as well. So I do pull off some of the flowers, and I grab this sweater. Now I missed the sweater at the top. You guys see that up there? There's a blue sweater underneath the green. I missed it, but he does get on this layout. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer them up. And I do pop this guy up on some foam just to give it a little lift. Because right now the only dimension is the chipboard piece that's hung above the fireplace there. While I'm taking these backings off, please check all on the description box below all the other wonderful ladies and channels that are playing along in today's hop. Building some Christmas cup of cheer. You'll be inspired, I guarantee. Yeah, it's early. So I just get some of those on, and then this guy is a chipboard piece, so gotta add adhesive to that. And I'm just gonna layer them up just like that. Now, looking at it now, I didn't really do a good color combo there, right? I should have put, like, I've got the red and the pink on one side, and then I've got the green, blue, and gray on the other side. So I could have made that different. Now this little guy up here I do tuck under just to bring the flower up there and hang it off the page. This is one of my favorite things to do, is run things off the page to make your eye believe that the layout is grounded. That's what I've always called it. Not sure if that's correct or not, but we're going to go with it. And I get a little cluster of flowers up at the top. And I'm just adding flowers to all of the different areas. So there's sweaters, flowers, and, stockings. Here are the coffee cups. And I pull out this coffee cup, and I believe this is where I see that sweater as well. Maybe not. I'm looking to see if there's any other coffee cups on there. And I do pull out some of these little word phrases that I think will go, snuggle and stuff, because I'm in my PJs and we're, sitting down on Christmas, opening up some presents. And yes, that is where I see that. And I'm like, oh man, how am I going to make that work? So I really wanted to tuck that underneath there. But that was going to be a little hard because it was stuck down and it was stuck on the picture. So I do have to I do futz with it. And then I'm like, no, I don't like that. Let's, how am I going to make this work? And I cannot get that picture to come off of my actual photo. So I cut the sleeve off and we make it work. I'm going to go ahead and pop up all of the coffee cups on some foam. And I place those around the layout as well. And we just get one in each cluster. That is like a little thermos type thing, but it worked. I like the little snuggle. And I just run that right up there on the chipboard. And I get a little word in each one. Well, not each one, I guess, but Now I'm going to go ahead and just put the foam on each of the remaining coffee cups. Pull off some release tape. Or not release tape. And I'm just going to add it right in there because it made sense. It made sense at the time, right? And I layer up another coffee cup over there. And where that one coffee cup is to the left of the page, it's like the head of the sweater. I just noticed that, so that makes me laugh. And I'm looking for something that I can use as my title, and Snuggle's gonna be it, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out all the other ladies. Give me a thumbs up if you like the layout, and I'll see you next time. Bye.